Hey guys, it's Nick, and some news has come out today. A lot of big news from the Chicago Blackhawks today, involving the investigation of the sexual assault scandal cover-up that the Hawks had back in 2010. The report today was released by lead investigator Reed Scar and owner Rocky Warts and CEO Danny Warts. The Blackhawks today went public with the investigation and releasing their findings from this investigation. I will be posting a link to the full investigation report down in the description below to show it, because it was a long report. It was over 100 pages of the report to read. So I'm going to post that in the description down below. Today leads to a lot of changes with the Chicago Blackhawks and the organization, with the fact that the people involved in the meeting that happened back in May of 2010 that was involved on this scandal, it's going to lead to a lot of changes in the NHL probably, because one of those was former CEO of the Blackhawks, John McDonough, now former GM and president of hockey operations, Stan Bowman, former head coach Joel Quenneville, current GM of the Winnipeg Jets, and Al McIsaac. Anyone who was part of this meeting that happened back then are all gone. They're out of the organization. Coach Q is the head coach of the Florida Panthers now. Cheveldayoff as well, the GM of the Winnipeg Jets. They're in different organizations, but they were part of this investigation. And this investigation could lead to a lot of changes throughout the NHL, because Gary Bettman, the commissioner of the NHL, will have meetings with Joel Quenneville and Kevin Cheveldayoff in the coming time. Stan Bowman, he's out of the organization. He's gone. And John McDonough, who was gone back in 2020 before the playoffs the Hawks made it into, he's now gone. He's been gone. And then Al McIsaac as well. He's out of the organization today. And with this investigation going public, a lot of changes are coming. The Blackhawks today went public with their investigation on the sexual assault that happened back in 2010 and the cover-up that occurred. That is sad to see something that horrifying has happened. And well, with this investigation that has happened, the Hawks were trying to get the cases against them being sued ended, where there won't be a suit. But with what has been found today, I don't think that's going to happen. I think they are going to keep the lawsuit going, and it could lead to the lawsuit occurring, because what has happened, a former player of the Hawks was sexually assaulted by a former video coach, Brad Audrick. And the former player, John Doe, reported it to the team. The Hawks had the meeting that involved all those members with the organization I already mentioned, and they didn't do anything with the case, really. That is just sad to see. When there's a victim of sexual assault, that is just sad to know something that should have been handled was not. Audrick got to celebrate with the team winning the Stanley Cup in 2010. Got to do anything. Got to do stuff with the organization that involved the winning of the Stanley Cup. Now he's gone. He's been gone after the Cup run. He resigned without being terminated or fired or investigated on this case. So he's gone. And then the investigation that has happened with Jenner and Block, they investigated everything that went back to those dates in 2010. What went wrong and what occurred? How did this not get handled properly? And well, it basically showed the front office at the time weren't doing their jobs properly handling this case. It is sad to see that there was a victim. And well, the Hawks basically covered it up for over 10 years, and now everything is falling into place where people are going to lose their jobs or get suspended from the NHL. This could lead to more changes to come in professional sports. This could be historically big news for the NHL and professional sports, because a scandal like this could change the professional sports world in any way. It can lead to a lot of changes in organizations, HR departments, of human relations, and it could lead to a lot of changes in how things are handled. This could lead to hopefully a better change when it comes to such a horrible crime in sexual assault. I know this is a tough topic to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. What happened back in 2010, where there was a sexual assault that occurred, it is sad to see, and how it was handled, it's even just more disgraceful. It's horrifying how something this tragic happened and how it was handled. It was not handled properly. It was not handled in any matter. It was handled in a way where they covered it up. That is just horrifying to think something like that would happen. Now changes are coming. As I mentioned, Stan Bowman is out as general manager of the Chicago Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks now have interim general manager Kyle Davidson as the acting man for GMing this team. The Hawks will be looking for front office roles, changes, and getting people to come to the organization to fill in positions that are now vacant. This is a time for change from this team, as the Hawks basically mentioned in their apology from their statement letter to the fans and to everyone. This is a time for change, and it's coming. It should happen. But knowing how something this horrifying that happened and how it occurred, it's just disgraceful and just sad to see. I want to hear what your thoughts are and how you think of this investigation leading to a lot of dominoes falling, and how it's going to lead to change throughout professional sports, because this is just one professional sports organization. There's a lot of them. This could lead to a lot of change in this profession in any way. This could be a big change for on field, on ice, on court, and anywhere. It could change anything. This could be a big momentum to change in professional sports and how things are handled. I do expect to see a statement from USA Hockey that they will be firing Stan Bowman as the acting GM of Team USA for the men's Olympic team. And I think we'll see it in the coming hours. A lot of changes will come and a lot will happen. Bettman today came out saying that Bowman and McIsaac will have to report to him if they want to try to return to the NHL to get a job in any position with the NHL. That's something that's actually really good to see, but honestly, they should not have a job in hockey at all. They should not have a job in professional sports at all. What they were part of was just a scummy cover-up that they did, and they should not have a position in any way of being part of running an organization in professional sports or in any organization. What they did basically should blacklist them for working in any way of professional sports. It's insane to think something this horrifying happened, as I've already mentioned, and something this way can lead to changes throughout professional sports. If this does, that's good to see, but time will come and see how it will fall out. Again, down in the description down below, I'm going to leave the link to the investigations report down there, and I want to hear what your thoughts are again for how this case was handled. So thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. More news to come if more of this report falls, and most of all, at least change is happening.